You're listening to Systemic Error Podcast. The failure was designed.
I hate to say this, Analyst hits Fox audience with devastating reality bomb, based on an article by Adam Lynch. Trump's Iran war has already entered the backlash phase. The bill comes due. The source's basic fact pattern is simple. Oil prices jumped. Iran-backed forces expanded attacks on tankers and into the Red Sea, and Trump's allies are now being forced to admit the situation is unraveling. That is the context. The political meaning is sharper, the costs are landing fast, and the White House can no longer pretend this is a controlled exercise in strength. Power sits with Trump. The relevant power center is not Fox News, not Robert Wolf, and not the MAGA voters now expressing buyer's remorse. Trump set the policy, Trump declared victory, and Trump owns the consequences. When Wolf says the situation feels like a mission accomplished moment and that there is no exit strategy, the point is not subtle. This is executive overreach wrapped in triumphal messaging, followed by the usual scramble to relabel the damage as something else. The language dodge is the tactic. The administration isn't calling it a war, according to the source. That is not a semantic quirk. It is a political evasion designed to reduce accountability while the country absorbs the effects of a warlike conflict anyway. 2 young people dead, a surging oil market, and expanded regional attacks are not an ambiguity problem. They are the consequence of a decision the administration does not want to name honestly. Fox cannot launder reality forever. Fox News is part of the machinery that made this possible, but even its own contributor is now saying out loud what the network's audience is being asked to swallow. The war is not contained, the costs are real, and the ending is not visible. That matters because conservative media usually exists to convert catastrophe into loyalty. Here, the numbers are breaking through the script. If only a third of MAGA now says the war is worth the economic cost, that is not a messaging glitch. It is a crack in the coalition that was built to excuse everything. Republican elites are still doing damage control. Rep. Pat Harrigan's eventual admission that he disagreed with Trump's attempt to downplay the lethality is revealing for what it is and what it is not. It is not courage. It is belated self-protection. Republican lawmakers will criticize a lie only after it becomes too expensive to repeat. They did not prevent the escalation, they did not stop the deception, and they are not offering an alternative strategy. They are trying to distance themselves from a mess they helped normalize. The pattern is the point. This story is not about one bad week or one overconfident president. It is about how authoritarian politics works in practice. Declare victory early, conceal the true scale of the damage, force allies to defend the indefensible, and then let the public absorb the costs after the fact. The ruling coalition is not confused. It is committed to power first and truth later, if ever. Trump made the decision, the GOP enabled it, and now the country is paying the price in oil, lives, and strategic chaos. You've been listening to Systemic Error. Thanks to Alternet for today's article. With the automated voice of Sam, thanks for listening.